Well, I'm back out at the park again today because today I want to talk about a couple of other microphones that I'm trying out. And I'm just going to tell you right up front, I'm not really impressed, okay? But I have to, in all good conscience, I have to try everything I can try. And unfortunately, I'm sitting at a table here where every time I move, my camera's going to shake. So I'm going to try my best to sit here very, very carefully. Right now, I'm recording this video both with the internal microphone of my phone and with the DJI Pocket 2. And I'm sitting maybe 18 inches from the phone. And so the first thing that I'm going to look at is, if I get this up here, this is a Rode shotgun mic. So it has a little USB-C plug that will plug into the end of my phone. And because it's a shotgun mic, everything comes straight through here. It dampens all of the noise coming in from other sides. So if it's pointed at me, it should be picking me up. The thing about the shotgun mic is that it's only good right up close to the camera. I cannot walk away from the camera 20 or 30 feet. For that, I need a different kind of microphone. But it also has kind of a large dead cat cover to reduce noise. And we'll try that out in a little while. And this just fits inside here so that it looks like this when it's hanging off the side of your phone. It's really ugly, but you know, it's cheap. I'll put a price up in the description below. And then the other is, you know that I've bought a lot of stuff from Ulanzi, and I've been looking at their stuff, and they have this little double mic, and I've been trying to do with the lav mics. I've been trying to buy sets of two in case somebody wanted to put two people on camera, and they both are mic'd. This has both a USB-C and the old connector, or what do they call that for the old iPhones? I don't really remember because it's all ancient now. But it comes in a little box like this. It does have a charging cable. And so this little piece then plugs into the end of your phone. And these little pieces have the foam piece on the end that is not removable. It just looks like this. We're going to try this out both up close to the camera and away from the camera and compare them to what I'm doing with the Mic 2. So let's get started. All right, so this first test, I'm just sitting here like I was before. Like I said, I'm about 18 inches away from the phone. I have the shotgun mic plugged in with the dead cat mouse or dead cat cover over it. And I'm also recording to the Pocket 2. So I'll go back and forth. This is what the sound is like coming through the Rode shotgun mic. And you know, this, if you were wanting to do talking head videos, or if you're wanting to do a walk around video where you're putting your phone like on a selfie stick and talking to the phone, this microphone might work for you. So right now I'm just sitting here at the table. I'm not in a lot of wind, and we're going to take a quick walk around to see what this looks like out in the wild. So I'm going to adjust my Manus Z to sort of a walking stick, and so this is just kind of walking around. Now I'm about 2 feet away from the camera with this microphone. It is quite windy. I do have the dead cat on my mic 2. I have the dead cat on this microphone as well. And as I alternate between the sounds here, I'll put up on the screen which microphone you're listening to so that you can kind of see the difference. I'm not going to spend a lot of time out here because you know, it's pointless. You got the wind noise. You're seeing in this little bit of a thing kind of how this mic is doing. So Now we're going to change mics. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have this Ulanzi. I have the receiver here plugged into the end of my phone, and I have the microphone here on my shirt just above the mic too. So I just want to kind of show you up close. Get this in front of my face. Maybe it will go. They are turned off most of the time. There is a little on-off button down here at the bottom, and if you turn it on and there's a light that comes on down here, and the light is green, that means the microphone is on and working like it is now. If I push that button again, it will turn blue, which means I have muted the microphone, and I'm not going to hear it at all. So you want to make sure it's always on green. I am recording both to the Ulanzi lavalier mic, and it's called a V6, and I'm also recording to the mic 2 again. Again, I'm about 18 inches from the phone. I'm not in a very windy place. I'm sort of in a covered area here. And so one more time, we're going to take this out and we're going to take a look around as a walking camera. So let me just, again, adjust my Manus pod here and come out here where the wind is. And again, I'm only about 2 feet away from the phone at this point. And we'll get a little farther away here in a minute. But I want to come out here sort of so you can see what it looks like again between. Now, right now, I'm facing the wind, so the wind is hitting the microphone head on. I want you to see what the difference is between this microphone and the mic 2, which is the one that I'm probably going to start using from now on. And then I'm going to set the camera down and I'm going to walk away, because this is the point of getting a wireless mic. It's not to sit in front of the camera, because you can do that without a microphone if that's what you want. The reason to have a wireless mic is to walk away and be heard quite a ways away. So I'm going to walk back out here now with my back turned to the microphone. I don't know if it's going to pick me up. Some do, some don't. But we'll come out here where you can kind of see, I don't know how far I am here, maybe 30 feet or so, 30, 40 feet. And again, I'm out here in the wind, but I am away from the phone. This is why you would buy a lavalier microphone, a wireless kind of microphone, is to be able to walk away and still have the audio pick up. Now, I'm not going to judge these microphones out here in the wild. I'm going to go back in, throw this into DaVinci Resolve, put my video together, and I'll give you my opinions when I go back to record the end of my video back home. Okay. I don't really like either one of those mics, but here are my opinions. So first of all, this mic right here, this is junk. This is awful. It carries the signal. It picked me up when I walked away from the phone. It did great, but the quality of the audio in this microphone is awful. Now, I could run that through Adobe Podcast Enhance and give it a little bass. You know, it just does all that stuff automatically. Clean up the little staticky kind of noise to it, but no, I'm not recommending it. I will put a link in the description below for it, you know, because you might have thought it sounded great, but to me, it did not cut the mustard. This little mic right here, I don't know. It had a little clicking noise or something going on when I was sitting at the bench. And I don't really know where that noise was coming from. It didn't seem to be there, or it didn't seem to be there as much when I picked the phone up and walked around. I will say this, that in the area of walking around in the wind, the mic 2, and I left it here on the outside of my shirt, the mic 2 cut a lot of that noise out. You didn't hear the birds chirping hardly. The wind was gone. This microphone kept a little bit of that noise so that it sounded more like I was outside. And in that respect, I'm not really sure what that clicking noise was. That could be a problem. I might have to play around with it a little more. I don't plan to use this, but it might be something that I could recommend for people who don't need a wireless lav mic. These are really expensive. These are really cheap. I'll put a link in the description with a price so you can kind of see that. So I'm going to hang on to that one for a while. The Ulanzi V6, it's out of here. Now, none of that has been run through Adobe Podcast Enhance, including this. I will say that because the Ulanzi has 2 microphones, when you only use 1 microphone, it records in mono, which is exactly what this microphone is doing. So in DaVinci Resolve, I have to go through and manually change that to stereo. There have been a few times I've forgotten to do that, and if you're listening to me through headphones, you will immediately not have anything in your left ear. It'll just all be over here. That's a mistake I cannot afford to make. The shotgun mic records in stereo. It just does it. So, you know, for a lot of people, that might be the mic they want. And there are other brands. Rode just happens to be a brand that I know that I have trusted over the years. So you can let me know what you think in the comments below, and then we will get back to making some regular, good old-fashioned videos tomorrow. By the way, this is July 1st that I'm recording this. We have finished the first 6 months. We are starting the second 6 months of the year. Hallelujah. We'll see you tomorrow.